Hello guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are decorating one of the apartments inside my Myshuno. I know that I said in yesterday's video that I was going to do a tiny house today, but honestly, I've not had the time to. I kind of figured yesterday when I sat down and I had to record for today that I wouldn't have the time to fully finish a tiny house. So I'm moving that for tomorrow because today I'm gonna meet up with some friends. We're gonna have some red wine and talk, and we're gonna eat together as well. And I'm already behind my schedule. I have to leave in like 2 hours. I've not finished editing this video. I've not even showered yet. So there's a whole process there I have to get ready before I leave the house or the apartment. But I really wanted this video up today, so I'm just gonna stress through the rest and then just take it as it comes, I guess, because Sims is more important than anything else. Okay, but yeah, we are decorating this apartment today. It's one of the lofts in Fashion District. I think it's 701 ZenView. You can see it in the upper left corner right now. So one thing that I have to remember to mention before we get too far into the video is that I know while decorating the kitchen that I put down some pet snacks and then I completely forgot the pet aspect for the rest of the apartment, but I have gone back, like after taking screenshots even, and put in a bed for a pet, and there's also a litter box in the bathroom because they could not fit in a bathtub, so there's room for a cat in this apartment. However, if you don't want there to be a cat in this apartment, you can just take out those things and it's completely fine. I just feel like sometimes it's fun for the different Sims families to have pets, and I also grew up with a dog, so I like to add them now and then when I remember, because I do tend to forget them sometimes, which is kind of strange, but it happens. So, but there is like a few items for the cat around the apartment in the uploaded version, just not what you see here in the video, and also not what you see in the screenshots at the end of the video and those that are posted on Patreon as well. So just be aware of that. However, it's fixed in the uploaded version, so it's all good. I might be uploading a lot, but I'm still human and I still forget things when I'm decorating. Also because I actually did the kitchen yesterday and then I did the rest today. So I was in a different mindset when I woke up and I must have just completely like forgotten. So that happens sometimes, but I had a lot of fun with this apartment. I tried to combine a few items that I haven't actually combined before, and it was nice to actually also decorate in an industrial style because it's been a while since I've done like full-on industrial. It's very dark, like this apartment is probably one of the darkest apartments that I've done. Probably one of the darkest interiors that I've done. Everything is like either gray or black or dark brown. So it's just a very, very dark apartment. I tried to make sure that not all the walls would be super dark just to brighten up the place a little bit because I know that it can become a little bit too much. I don't want it to be like a rougher version of the Things apartment where everything is just completely black, you know. Not that I don't think their standard apartment is like super dark, is it? I don't remember, but in my head, the one that I made for them is super, super dark. So I didn't want it to be like that. I still wanted it to, you know, have some natural light in there, but it's definitely a bit on the dark side. But it's also fun to try out different color schemes. Like not every apartment or every interior in every house that I've built have to look the same. It's just fun to try out different things in The Sims. I think that's one of the plus points to like just building in general, that you get to explore a lot of different styles, but also a lot of different color schemes and stuff. So even though this is super dark, does not mean that everything I do has to be super dark. Just like the last two have been a bit more on the warmer side, because the first one, the house that I did Wednesday, was autumn inspired, and then the house that I did yesterday was a little bit different. There was a mix of furniture, but color scheme wise, it was still a little bit on the warmer side, so with a lot of brown, but also like cream colors, beige as well, so it's just, yeah, it's nice to try something else for a change. So yeah, but I hope you guys will like this apartment, this loft, because I did decide to actually create it as a loft. You can close off the upper section if you'd rather, like, if you want it to be not a loft, I suppose. But I think it's kind of cool that, especially with this apartment, it's a little bit tougher to do it with the other one. But especially this one, I think it's kind of cool that you actually have the opportunity to turn it into a loft, even though the bedroom is actually closed off. And there's a walk-in closet on the second floor as well, because I decided instead of adding another bathroom for the small apartment, it would make more sense to add a walk-in closet, even though in small apartments, do you have walk-in closets? I don't know. But I just felt like it made more sense at the time. So there's one of those in the apartment as well. But I like the kitchen, dining area, office area, and also living room area are all open but on different floors. I like that. I like lofts. Like, yeah, they're a lot of fun to decorate, a lot of fun to build as well from scratch. I've done several lofts from scratch, including an industrial loft like a year ago or something. So I still like do them runningly. That doesn't make any sense. Or maybe it does, then I just can't think because I know I'm in a hurry, but I still do a couple of lofts every month from scratch, I mean. So not just like go into an apartment and turn it into a loft, but actually build a loft from scratch every month. I still do a couple of those because they're a lot of fun to do. So if this was a real life apartment, it would be so expensive as well because it's literally like a 1-bedroom apartment, but it's so big. The bathroom is huge, the living room is huge, the kitchen is quite big as well in the dining area. It's a very big apartment for just 1 bedroom. I feel like it would definitely be like very much on the expensive side, but sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's worth it. I think I've also turned this one into a 3-bedroom apartment at some point. So I've had the whole like living room, kitchen, and also dining room on the ground floor. And then I've had 3 bedrooms plus a bathroom on the second floor, maybe even an office at some point. Or I might actually be mixing it up with the other apartment. They kind of like have a similar layout, but this one is smaller than the other one, so sometimes I forget which one is which, but it's all good though. I like both of them, even though I don't decorate them very often. I do like both of them. It's just because they're very difficult to upload to the gallery because they both have 2 floors, and then there's also a terrace on both of them, or they both have terraces, and that means you actually have to upload them as 3 separate rooms. And it gets super annoying also to put on Patreon as well. It gets really annoying, so I don't decorate them that often. But I do like both of them. I do like the layout of both of them. Once you figure out like how to do a floor plan that you feel fits the apartments, they're actually really nice to decorate because you can do a lot of different things with them. Turn them into lofts, for example, but also make like roommates apartments. I've done a lot of roommates apartments in the other one, for example. I think I turned this one into a single dad apartment at some point as well. So yeah, you can just do a lot of different things with them, even though at first glance they might seem a little bit difficult to figure out. So it's a shame that we can't just upload apartments to the gallery, that they still haven't figured that out, even though City Living came out in like 2016, I think. Something, 2016? Is it 17? No, which year did I begin? No, it must have been 2016, right? So it's been like almost 4 years and they still haven't figured out how to upload apartments to the gallery. It's a bit of a shame, but so far we just have to upload them as rooms. I'm not sure they'll ever figure it out, by the way. There might be something with the coding and stuff that doesn't really work with apartments, which is understandable, but it would be very handy if that was the thing, because that would make these ones a lot easier to upload to the gallery and also to share as files and stuff. So also, because I know that I'm gonna get questions about it, I made this flooring by basically just using my comma and my full stop buttons. You can rotate both items by doing that, but you can also rotate floorings. There's another trick, which is the Ctrl F, which will turn your flooring into triangles instead. I use that in the kitchen. I know I'm terrible at like telling you guys about tricks that I do, but that's just because I assume that if I know it, everyone else knows it too, because why would I know something that you guys don't know? Like, I'm not a genius. So I just figure everyone already knows, but because I'm behind on everything. As you guys may know, like, I am often behind on the trend. That's just not a thing that I follow. And I don't really watch a lot of speed builds, meaning I don't watch any, so I don't know what other people do as well. Like, it's all a big mystery to me. So yeah, I just assume that you guys already know these things, but you might not. So yeah, it's not something that I think about when I do the builds. It's not something that I think about when I do the voiceovers. But if you're curious and you're not really sure how to do that, you basically just use the comma and full stop buttons on your keyboard. It's that simple. And then for the triangle, like I said, just use Ctrl F, and to deactivate it again, you just press Ctrl F again. So yeah, I was having some issues figuring out the layout of this room, the walk-in closet, just because I didn't want it to look like every other walk-in closet that I've done. Sometimes I'll choose the, like, you have these shelves with hanging clothes from them in the wall decor department, that's what it's called, category. But I feel like that's just too simple, so I wanted to try something else. I've used these clothing racks quite a lot before. One time for sort of like a wall of clothing basically, but not really a walk-in closet before. So I wanted to try and use them for a walk-in closet today, just because I felt like if a single sim could afford to live in this apartment, surely they could afford a nice walk-in closet with some fancier looking clothes, because this is Myshuno stuff, so it's a bit on the fancy side, just like Myshuno is. So yeah, I felt like I just had to use them, but the layout was annoying me quite a lot, and then it turned out to be too dark, so I just had to brighten it up a little bit by changing the color of some of the furniture, changing some of the swatches as well. But I do like how it turned out, even though it did take me a while to get there. But yeah, it was fun to experiment with a little bit. It's basically made out of pedestals that I think came with Get to Work, but I could be wrong. But they're pedestals that I've just sized up and then placed on top of each other. And then I've also used a sized up shelf to kind of connect the pedestals together. And then because I felt like the front of one of the combined pedestals looked a little bit weird, because they actually, you'd think they're just squares, but they're not. They have like a slight curve, not curve. They do have a slight curve to them, so when you place two of them on top of each other and they're sort of merging together as well, there will be a small bump on the pedestal or on the combined pedestals. So to cover that up, I used one of the wall dividers from City Living. I had to think about that for a bit because we have so many that look like each other. Basically, we have almost identical wall decor from Get Famous, but they're wall decor, so they'll cling onto walls instead, whereas the wall dividers, you can kind of just place them wherever you want. You can even place them on top of walls as well, so use them as wall decor, but the wall decor pieces will literally just cling onto walls. And then we have from Eco Lifestyle, they're newer, but we have some that are a little bit thinner, but they're also wall decor. So these ones, actually, the ones I'm using right here, we basically have identical ones to the wall dividers from Get Famous that are wall decor instead. Am I confusing you yet? Because I feel like I might be, but it's just kind of funny that we have so many that look like each other, but from 3 different packs, 3 different expansion packs even. I do use them quite a lot, so I'm not complaining about it, because they're different from each other. Some of them have, like, the wall decor can be used in a different way than the wall dividers can. So I've used them all quite a lot, especially the newer ones from Eco Lifestyle are quite nice for interiors and exteriors. But it's just kind of funny that they look basically the same. And then the last room that we are decorating is the bathroom here, which again is very dark. And in the uploaded version, there will be a litter box. However, no bathtub, so you can't have a dog live here because they do need to be bathed now and then, whereas cats in The Sims don't. But there is one, so I think I turn the bath, or that's not a bathtub, the shower stall, and then next to this chair in the uploaded version there is a litter box. So it's all good. Your pet will be fine, your cat will be fine, we're all good. But that's about it. That's all I got for you guys today. So if you like this apartment, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
at me like I know what